Greetings and salutations. We're back. We're going to the gym. Alright, yeah, we're gonna start with this team. So I did think about it a little bit in terms of who I may want to bring to gym. And right now I definitely think Leiron is going to be coming. Then probably Quagsire, good goat. Two very high contenders. Maybe Sandslash, but probably not. But then the last two I'm still slightly undecided on. So we'll see what comes out here. Gligar. You're not poison type at all. You're neutral to this. This Vullaby probably is okay here. Yeah, we'll switch to Vullaby. Be safe. I probably could just press Psychic and it would just kill him, but whatever. Bro. Well, that actually did a lot of damage. But now we're going to use the power of U-turn. Does very little damage, but now we can kind of expect him to not use a ground move there. Yeah, Acro again. We're 4x, I think. Resistant to that. My question is, does he have a ground move? Probably. But as you can see with U-turn, it still procced Regenerator. So Vullaby is just going to be so good. Using U-turn, getting in and out, and just overall being really, really good. Now, we're going to switch back to Vullaby here, just out of precaution, to see if he has a ground move. Which he does. And Sand Tomb is kind of annoying in that it keeps me trapped in. So, but if I know that's the move he's going to use, I think it's okay. Well, no, because he's neutral against... we'll just... Oh, you're faster. Oh, we speed tie. Really? Interesting. Yeah, I probably should have just had Gardevoir. Alright, we're going to bring Leiron back and take no damage from Acro. Oh, I should have U-turned. Whoops. We're speed tied, so it's a 50-50 on who goes first. We're just going to Rock Tomb. Yeah, you're faster than us. Yeah, it's very effective. It hurts. It also does very little damage. I might have just killed my Leiron here. Yeah, I'm not very smart today, I guess. Yeah, you're still faster. Okay. Goodbye, Leiron, because I'm bad. I'm recording much later today, so yeah, definitely not already off to a terrible start here. I would love to just use an ice move on this dude and he would fall over dead. Do you have an ice move? Probably not. Right, well, I should have just probably done this from the beginning. I probably could have just pressed Psychic with Gardevoir. And, probably killed him. Yeah, I should have just done this from the beginning. But you can wallow in my pain and watch me fail miserably for no reason and get my, Leiron killed when it didn't need to be, because I'm pretty sure we're 4x weak to ground, which, yeah, I know. So, Dark Fairy. We're neutral against Dark here, because we have the Fairy typing. So we'll just Draining Kiss. Glare is Paralysis. You're already faster than me, though. That's kind of interesting, but probably intended with this being the status effect gym. Confusion. I can see why they would say that this would be kind of annoying. Remember, we're still confused, so we may switch here. Well, you're ghost poison in this. Okay. We're gonna switch then. Yeah, this is where having my Lairon would be, really, really good because, oh, I hope you don't have Levitate. Am I gonna have to run Pearson Berries against trainers? If I hit myself here, it's gonna be a bit annoying. Magnitude 4, well, it didn't matter. Okay, well, you have Levitate, that's cool. Yeah, this is where I would want my Lairon, who would be immune to the poison, but I, of course, made a terrible decision, so I now have to deal with Sludge Bomb. You Crutch. It's fine. I just die to this? Yeah, 50 damage? Jeez. Oh, and you're faster. Bro, yeah. I killed my Lairon, who would have been perfect for Haunter here, and I'm just really dumb. Yeah, of course it hurt itself. I mean, we're slower anyway, so... Yeah, like, Haunter could have just sludged again. Yeah, I don't know why he... I guess they're prioritizing. This is important to know. In that they're prioritizing... status moves over anything else. Man, this is going to get really annoying if they have 100% hit rate with this Confuse Ray. Am I going to hit myself again? Of course I am. Will you turn here? Ow, and we got poisoned. Does very little because there's poison in this. Concerning. Alright, kinda cool. You're way low level, but I believe in you to lower his specials. Oh my goodness, dude. Does this Confuser really have a 100% hit chance? Like, he hasn't missed yet. Goodness, dude. Am I gonna die to this Haunter? Lower his Spadef one more time, unless we hit ourselves. I don't know what I'm lowering his Spadef for, because the only Pokemon I have that can actually do a special attack is my Gardevoir, who's probably just gonna die. All because I made the mistake of oh my goodness, dude. I have to hit through Confuse and Paralyze here. The fact that he didn't miss a single Confuse Ray. Like, is it really 100%? We did hit through it, so we're gonna win now. But still, like, wow, wild. I guess I really need to have a better team for this, because it should not have been this much of an issue for me. Except that I'm just playing really, really poorly on the first battle. So, wild. Also, like I said, I probably would have been much easier to have just pressed Psychic on the Gligar, and it probably would have just died, and I wouldn't... Acro wouldn't have killed me. I guess I got a Draining Kist as well, just to keep my HP up if I really needed it, so... That was just, and I hope the rest of the episode is not me playing that badly again. You did hit 31, so we are going to switch you out, though, which might be a terrible mistake. But very low level people. I might not be able to switch you out at the moment. Because I kind of do need people that are going to kill things. Yeah, if we have to, we will level these Pokemon up. Lantern's actually a pretty good option for water because it's electric water, which means it has pretty decent typing up against most of them. Oh, it's a Tentacruel over there. Nice. Trying to think who I would have that would go really well against that. Yeah, it looks like all the Pokemon here are 31, so definitely it's going to be a little tough at times with my other Pokemon that aren't leveled up yet. But also, yeah, like here, like there we go. If I just done this the first time on the first fight, this probably would have been much easier. It's going to be Intimidate. You're what, Dark Ground? I didn't even look at the move tutor. I think Gardevoir can get Moonblast right away. Yeah, here you go. Gardevoir just soloing. I'd only put my faith in Gardevoir to begin with. Wouldn't have been in the issue of where I was on the first fight where I had people die for no reason. Well, we're getting good levels though. And a Dustox is what, Bug Poison, right? Well. Yeah, Gardevoir here, 3 up, 3 down. Like, if I had just done this the first time, easy first battle. Instead, I died like a noob. Alright, well, Gardevoir is lending itself to be a high contender to come to the gym leader, just because of how strong it is as a lead-off Pokemon to literally just kill any poison Pokemon that exists. This is the Poison Fighting. This Sneasel is generally pretty fast, but I don't think it's faster than Gardevoir. Yeah, so you're 4x weak, you're dead. You're a poison type? You're dead. You're also unevolved, so I'm pretty certain you just don't have the bulk to stand up against Gardevoir. I do like the fact that we're able to keep the amulet coin on in order just to get a lot of money here. This is ground grass, right? I don't know what that thing does. Honestly, I think I still just kill. This is neutral. No, we didn't? Wow. Oh, you pressed a move that didn't do damage, so you're about to die. If only I had listened to what my last video did. Press A for victory. And look at that though, 127 defense. Jeez. We are going to take Stomping Tantrum over Magnitude. So Stomping Tantrum is 75, whereas Magnitude is a range. Magnitude 9 and 10 I'm pretty sure are stronger, but those are not good odds. I think Magnitude 8 is around 75. Might be slightly better, slightly, I forget the exact numbers. And then Stomping Tantrum also has the benefit of, if it fails to its move, either the enemy protects or they levitate for whatever reason, but then they switch out. I guess it wouldn't be if they switch out. But anyways, if it fails on the turn before, it then gains a damage bonus to do more damage the next time you use it, or the very next turn if you use it again, and then it connects. So it's really, really good in that, like, yeah. You miss? Well, that's okay. From accuracy, you just press it again, and then now you just do even more damage because you missed the first time. Which is something that magnitude can't do. Barrier. What does barrier do? So +2 defense. You know, I will take that over wrap. I don't generally use wrap, but I think wrap is average for an ability. It does normal damage, and then it traps the monster Pokemon in, and then it does damage every turn for a few turns, which it's decent chip damage, but at the same time, you're generally going to want to use a move that can just kill. Alright, anyways, we're going to go level everybody up. So let me switch some Pokemon real fast. And after healing, and then we're going to, like I said, we're going to head back to the other town real fast. It's going to be much faster to level there with higher level. And I think I'm just going to focus on my team for the fight. So we know we're up against a Tentacruel, which we have a Tentacool, which could be a Tentacruel here soon. So I think our team right now is definitely going to be Gigoat and Quagsire for up against water. I think we're going to do Lantern because we want the electric. We're going to bring Gardevoir. Gardevoir just showed that they were really, really good up against other poison mons. And then past that, I'm still kind of open for whoever I bring. Obviously, I said I'm not bringing Helioptile here because he's over-leveled. We caught him above the level cap. Serena also may be a really good option. Another grass type. Probably Vullaby, just because Vullaby is really good either way in terms of being able to switch around, and then probably Lairon. So Lairon, Lantern, Vullaby, probably these three, which I think is pretty good. I think the Water Absorb on Quagsire is really nice, and also just preventing status of paralyzed if we know that that's a thing. But we're going to quickly run to the other area. We're going to level up these Pokemon real fast. And yeah, then we'll go do the gym leader. Hopefully it won't take too long. We're going to Sofo City. Oh, and while we're here, I need to remember to go turn in that one quest. And then get out of this really loud music. I gotta remember where this lady was. It was in a building somewhere. To you? Oh, yeah, it is you. Rare candy, I will take that. That allows us to exceed level caps. Which, as far as I'm aware, exceed level caps. Because you can just use it, it guarantees a level. Which is good. I think it's important to know that when you get to much later in the game, that's a Tauros of some kind. I guess that's a water Tauros? I actually don't have a grass Pokemon on me. Feels like that would be the way to give yourself the extra level. I don't know if that's a regular or a water Tauros. It seems like a water Tauros. That looks like a regular Tauros. Do the colored ones only come out in the evening? Just look at the dex nav here. Yeah, so that's a normal Tauros. It doesn't let me switch. Alright, I guess we want to be here during nighttime then, if that's the case. So let's go make it nighttime real fast. I actually didn't even think that there was going to be a difference. Yeah, I want to see which Tauros this is, because this is a different one than the regular one. This looks like a different Tauros. What? Oh, this is just the fighting one. Okay. Well, if that's the case, yeah, we'll just was very confused. Okay, can we hit something higher than a magnitude 6, please? Magnitude 4 did no damage. I probably should be using a different move, but should be enough, I think. Sweet. We're gonna make it nighttime. Some of our Pokemon are gonna level very quickly. Bulldoze. I like Bulldoze. I think you... yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing doubles that much, so we'll get rid of Helping Hand. I think it was nifty when we used it a few times, but I think Bulldoze is a bit better for other coverage, and it has speed control and yeah, all that, so. So we're going to rest real fast and we're going to make it nighttime. And like I said, we're going to be looking for Water or Fire Tauros, as well as the Dedenne or the Lucha. Flying Fighting Dude. All of them give anywhere from like 7 to 930 XP. That's going to make this a little bit level grind really fast, and then we're going to be able to hopefully quickly just get through this and go back and do the gym leader. There's a Fire Tauros right there. That's totally a Fire Tauros, see? See? Fire Tauros. Thankfully, I'm already slower than him, so being -2 speed doesn't matter. Our level difference, I wonder if 7 will kill. Probably not. Yeah, it's like, I think at magnitude 8 would kill. And remember, we have the Pokemon heal on the far left side of this route. So we're going to kind of use that as we go through the grass real quick. Yeah, 700 Sand Slash, already 31. I think I am going to switch you out for Doduo because I'd like to get Doduo leveled up. Oh, I just left from over here, but this will be a quick swap. I'm not even going to heal and just switch them. And I know we reset everything in the grass, but oh, right, we wanted to level you too. So right now, yeah, we're missing 1. I think you're going to be our last. Well, we need Doduo first because Sand Slash is a ground type, and I'd like to make sure I have a ground type. Well, I guess Herdier could handle that. Well, as soon as somebody gets 31, or a couple people get 31, we'll switch people around again. I guess I should check, actually. Do you have a ground move, Doduo? You're also very weak. No, you don't, so we need to switch you anyway. I guess Herdier, you're going to be up. Even with your minus attack, you should be good enough to handle most of the things that require earth attacks. Earth, ground. Oh my goodness, man. What am I saying? That's a Palmio. I don't want that guy. There's a Water Tauros and a Meowth. Alright, Water Tauros is going to get... Do I think you even actually kill him? I mean, Spark probably would, but let's get you be a Lantern before... Oops, I didn't mean to switch you that way. Before we have you try to go after Water Tauros. And I'm fine with Vullaby being in to go against this guy because pluck should be enough where we kill in 2. Looks like it's gonna be 3. Unless we get flinched a bunch. Yeah, and then now we can also U-turn. Does that work? Did that actually heal you? Probably not. We'll see in a moment. No, it didn't. Alright, well, that's a little unfortunate, but... I was gonna say, it might switch you out and then you get healed. Hopefully our Lantern will evolve soon, and then they'll be the primary person against the Water Tauros anyway. We'll come back, because we're going to heal after the next set. There's a Fire Tauros, that's good. There's a Yamper, who's not very EXP efficient. Well, he also had Intimidate. Actually, that's a little annoying. That's fine. Oh, right, you're just weak to double kick. And maybe I'm making bad decisions today. Yeah, and Herdier, you do not do anywhere near enough damage for this. Okay, I'm just making terrible decisions. This is Fire Tauros. You're gonna get... Alright, Vullaby, we're gonna be switching around a little bit here. Okay, we slowed you down and now you sped back up. And you're faster anyway, okay. Whatever you do, just ignore what I've been doing for the past 27 minutes and how bad I've been. If you crit either of these, I'd let Chinchu is dead. Does this even kill? Yes, it does. Okay. We're gonna go back to the left. We're gonna heal. Yeah, talk about playing so poorly today, man. Of course we get this encounter. It's a Shroodle. Okay, we're just gonna run from you then. Absolutely wild how bad I was in these random encounters. And you'd think they'd be easy because we out-level them. But no. Yeah, I mean, it's like the highest level, though. Alright, if we have 2 high rolls, we just kill. I'm fine with you just lowering speed. Because we should be able to just kill here. Well, you didn't. Nice. I think you evolve soon? I don't remember when you evolve. And I didn't go and get the Sunstone yet. Right, you're just gonna go against this. I know the Sunstone is for the Helioptile. We'll hopefully just get it after the next gym. We're going to be really, really fast. I do no damage with Intimidate. Please don't flinch. Yeah, I know it does very, very little. We're going to switch this to Herdier for Intimidate. And I am going to bulldoze. Please don't flinch. Of course you do. It's fine, Herdier. I believe in you. You get crit, I guess. I still think you're slower now. I think you die to double kick crit. So, yeah, I can't even sit here and stay in because you just die. When you become a stout land, you're going to be presumably much better, but even still not that great. Alright, good job, Vullaby. At least I can count on you. Pretty sure Herdier, by the way, evolves at 32, so it won't be until even after this gym that they become better. I don't even want to say good, just better. We'll say average. Alright, here's our lantern. Tail glow. That I believe is pretty good. Yeah, it's +2 special, and we already have... Oh, I just realized, yeah, Confuse Ray is 100% hit rate. Absolutely wild, man. Anyways, we have Bubble Beam, so we're just going to take Tail Glow over Water Gun. I think that is wild, but Confusion is... Or Confuse Ray is 100% chance. No wonder that the Hunter was getting it every single time. Literally, it was just, he pressed it, he got it, and it just never stopped. We want to kill this little dude, but our Herdier is... Wait, you have Volt Absorb, don't you? I think you're just immune to this guy. Oh, also, Duo is immune to it. You don't have a ground move still. But we at least have Pokemon that are immune to it. Anyways, Lantern got a huge amount of HP from their level, so... You actually... We're going to need a Tail Glow first. Yeah, so this Dedenne only has electric moves, or it's continually to choose electric moves instead of its fairy move. Yeah, this is the power of Volt Absorb. Very, very good. Volt Absorb also, yeah, so I was like, I'm pretty sure you had a fairy move. But Volt Absorb also heals, even though we were at full life, so it didn't show that. But yeah, being able to just absorb anything coming at us is really nice. Yeah, Lantern should be able to handle most enemies now in this area. Yes, this Fire Tauros. We resist his fire. I think we're neutral on the fighting. So we should be able to hopefully just two-shot. Oh, Headbutt, right. We could get flinched to death. That is a possibility. Yeah, so we easily two-shot here. You lowered your speed. That's a % chance, and we're faster with at U -1. Didn't think Lantern was generally that fast, I'm going to be quite honest. So I'm really surprised that you... yeah. we're also going to quickly run back here, and now that your Vullaby is 31, I want Steenie getting leveled, because I think I am going to use them for the gym. Might not be the best idea, but I think they take extra from poison, but we should be okay. Become grass fighting, I think at 29. So Vullaby is out. We almost have enough where everyone is level. Lairon's almost there. We're gonna switch the Lucky Egg over to Steenie. That way we can get them leveled as fast as possible. I don't have the EXP candies, but I'm gonna hold them onto them until basically the end of the game, because I feel them as too good to use. We can just grind. It's a couple extra battles versus using the items. Yes, the items go a little faster, but me, I'd rather just do extra fights here is okay. Also, it's worth mentioning, I don't think we've seen any enemy Pokemon so far less than level 25 here. Except that Meowth. That Meowth was 23, but I think every Tauros we've seen has been 25. Okay, you don't two-shot. That's a little annoying, but hopefully that gets fixed the higher level we go. With Paralysis, we might be faster now. You're not faster. I guess the Water Tauros is just naturally faster. I know we were -2 from that one scary face, but I still feel that. Well, I guess it depends on the mod. Some versions make the Paralysis or Paralyzed stat. It lowers your speed by half. Others lower speed by 3/4. So it just depends. It's a Gamper. I don't really care for that guy. But yeah, this Lantern actually is surprisingly, now that I'm thinking about it, really good against everything we're looking for here. 2 shots, the fire, 3 shots, the water. The Dedenne, it 2 shots with Tail Glow. And the Cane only gets hit by one of its moves. And then the Hawlucha, we haven't come across one yet, but we have Spark is super effective against it, so we should be pretty good against it. So this should go pretty quickly. Once this Lantern's about to gain another level, and yeah, we should be able to heal here on the left, reset all the monsters, and just run back and forth a couple times. Be good to go. Maybe while we're doing it, I might think of somebody else to bring to the team. Signal Beam. This is a bug move. They confuse. I do like it, but probably not that much. Also, I forgot Spark is physical, which is why it's doing less. This is really good coverage up against grass, but I'm gonna skip it for now. I know I say I don't like the Confuse Beam, but the fact that it's 100 hit rate, I will give it a try, I guess. I was shocked to see that it was 100% hit chance. I didn't realize it was going to be that good. Which means I'm really going to have to consider running Harrison Berries or Lumberries up against the gym leader to make sure that we don't get super confused all the time. Also probably doesn't help that if Spark is physical, getting Intimidated is going to make this a little bit slower. Yeah, we're going to like 4-shot this. I was going to say we're slower, but Aqua Jet is priority, so it doesn't matter what the speed is. I was gonna say, maybe you crit, and then I can just kill this guy. Wow, we don't even four-shot at -1? That's painful. Really, really want a special attacking move for the Lantern. Teeter Dance. Typically don't use Teeter Dance. But again, another 100% hit chance. That's actually... I'll take us over Sweet Scent, I guess. I'm really surprised. I guess I'm undervaluing Confusion. If it's 100% hit chance. I thought Confuse Ray was much lower chance to... Bulldoze is good. We'll take it over Fury. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have, actually. Fury is a stab move for Doduo. But I feel like we can learn a better normal move for Doduo and Udrio. So it evolves. What is that? Oh, that's a shiny? We're going to catch this. Not going to use it, but we will catch it. That's a shiny fire one. Wow. He looks baller. I like that. Of course. Oops, not. Alright, if we crit, he dies. So... But if we crit, wasn't meant to be. So you... Fire one. We're going to switch to Tentacool because we're almost at HP on Lantern. I like Scary Face. That's good. It's a not attacking move. Nice. We got a shiny. That's awesome. Not going to use them, but I will catch shinies just for the novelty. I think that's really cool. Yeah, I like how they say this. When heated by fire energy, its horns can get hotter than 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. Those gored by them will suffer both wounds and burns. I got news for you. You get stabbed by an 1800 degree horn, you're going to be a lot more than wounds and burns. You're probably just going to be dead. (1800 degrees Fahrenheit), you're melting a vast majority of metals that exist. Your body is just, yeah, gonna completely melt on that. And the heat that radiates off of it would be so close to, I mean, you're talking hundreds of degrees anywhere near that Pokemon. Alright, Tentacruel, very nice. Now we have our own Tentacruel to go up against the gym leader. We're just going to heal and reset the mobs. Or the Pokemon. Luck on your adventure. Thank you. I will have the most luck on my adventure of hopefully finding Pokemon that will be easy to beat up for experience for the Pokemon I want to bring to the gym. That's a Meowth. That's not somebody I care for. It's a Yamper. And the Stunky. Oh, there's a Fire Tauros right there. This is totally a fire. See, it's a Fire Tauros. Like I was saying. Like I didn't lie at all. You actually do damage. I don't like that. Hey, Herdy, you're level 31. Just in time to get benched. Actually, you were already on the bench a long time ago. Yes, I like flame charges. They do so little damage. What I don't like is when you work up and then double kick me. Let's not do that. Now we're at a good level where we can just... Oh, please don't double kick. That does so much damage, man. Alright, so we are, because I am compulsive and leveling and sharing EXP, we're going to heal and we're going to switch around a Pokemon for Lairon while we're still working on the last two. And it's probably worth what do we want to start thinking about what we want to put on each Pokemon for the gym. Yeah, so pretty cool. I like this dude. Shiny, plus attack. Perfect HP IVs. Bad on everything else. Nifty. You can go with the other shiny here and Frostlass. Anyways, we have... Let's get Primate leveled. So right now we have, you know, 4. We have our Lantern, and then honestly, I probably will stick with Vullaby. I don't think I need a second Grass, so I guess when Lantern gets 31, we'll go. Versus continually leveling. I think Vullaby will be good for switching around as needed. They don't really have the type resistance. It's Flying Dark. Up against Water Poison. I think it's neutral both ways. But it will be decent otherwise for just moving around, switching them in, using U-turn immediately to switch to where we want. Then they get healed. So I'm happy with that. So we'll just keep going until this Lantern becomes level 31, and then we're going to go back to the gym. And I guess we will be, I'll be honest, most Pokemon probably need Lumberry or a person up against Confusion, because the 100% Confuse is going to be really, really rough. The other status ailments I'm not as worried about. My ground Pokemon are immune to the paralysis stat or status. So we don't have to worry about them getting Arad. We have to worry about them getting confused and burned and poisoned. But it didn't seem like that gym had any burn. Now, that doesn't mean it can't. Excuse me. It doesn't mean that it can't, but it didn't. All of the trainers we fought, none of them had like a will-o-wisp type thing. It's something to keep an eye out for. So it might be better to go Lum, but it may also be better to just not care if we get burned or poisoned and focus more on clearing Confusion, because that's going to be the most dangerous status that we can deal with. Like, poison can do damage to us, but to be honest, I'm not that worried about poison. You want to use an electric move so I get healed, please? You have 2 turns. Use 2 electric moves, please. No, that's not an electric move. Rude. I kind of wish you used an electric move so I wouldn't have to heal as soon as we get over to the left. Oh well. Yeah, so at the rate we're going, we probably have 5 or so more fights in this Lantern. Maybe 6 fights, and Lantern should be level 31. As long as they're all good levels. There's another one of the electric rodents there. Man, this is taking longer than I remember, though. Or not, I say remember, as if I played this game before. I have not played this game before. But this is just taking longer than I anticipated, I suppose, for getting through this EXP. And like I said, I probably could have played the gym better to get more EXP for people then, but yeah, that first fight, I guess I was just much more tired than I originally thought, and I played it so poorly that you literally could just see me throwing Pokemon away. Like, let me give 4x weakness Pokemon the field up against a really good Pokemon. Gligar's typing is really good, and I think in general, Gliscor and Gligar are a good Pokemon. They get pretty good movesets, and they're generally pretty strong. So, yeah. But we didn't get intimidated, so this is an anger point, I guess? Should do? No, we're still 3-shotting. Unless we crit. We're going to take a ton of damage here. We're not going to 2-shot, I think. Oh, we didn't use Aqua Jet there, so we didn't get hit a 3rd time, so that's nice. Good job, Lantern. And we will, I know it's going to be adding a little bit of time to the preparation, but once Lantern's 31, we're going to go grab the team, and then we're going to go back to Pythias City for the move relearner. There's a couple of them I want to check to see if there's anything else. Like, I would like to see if this Lantern has a better special attack for electric move. The Spark is physical, which is okay, but I'd rather have a special attack because I'm pretty sure my Lantern, if we take a look, yeah, Lantern has a slightly better special attack than physical attack, and most of its moves as it levels up are going to be special based, so we'll probably even get a mint from run back to the town before Juzmail or Umail, or it's pronounced, and pick up some mints as well to change some of our natures, because some of our Pokemon have really bad natures. I say really bad. They're not that bad. They're just below average, and I'd rather have better ones. Alright, I'm -6 because he just only used Scary Face. But he didn't attack, so see you later. Now we're getting good EXP on the rest of them, though. Primeape, I didn't actually double check and look. I forget if it's Rage or Rage Fist. I'm pretty sure it's Rage Fist for Annihilate. In that if you use Rage Fist 20 times, it evolves into Annihilate. I think you get that at like 35 or 36. So obviously can't get it for this gym, but I think for the next after this gym, if the level cap goes high enough, we should be able to get Annihilate before that gym, which I think will be really good. I really like Annihilate. It's really bulky, really strong. So I'm really looking forward to it. This Lantern also should perform really well. I think it could perform well in the next gym if we run across a lot of water types. Obviously, it's not going to be great against poison and a lot of chip damage because there's no electric to replenish my HP, but we'll see. I'm kind of happy with how it's going. Yeah, a couple more fights here and we'll be 31 and move on. Oh look, the electric rat. Hey, can you use a electric move on me, please? That's not... Are you gonna not use any electric move like you did last time? That's really annoying. It's like the game knows. Oh, you're half-life? Yeah, we're not gonna heal you. Oh, there you go. Yes, use that again. I was about to say, the game knows when you're low life. It's like, no, we're just gonna keep hitting you as something that actually does damage. No, perfect. They used... This is what I wanted. And this kind of confirms that wild Pokemon just use random AI, whereas the gym leaders seem to use a little bit, and trainers seem to use a little bit better AI. Yeah, look at that Tentacruel, 100 special defense and 50 versus the 51 physical defense. So this might actually be a reason to say, hey, let's keep Spark on our Lantern, because these stat lines, this is what I'm going to be going up against. If not better, because it may be that, so I think I've kind of, I don't want to say figured out, but accepted that, take this over Water Pulse. I don't know if I'll use it though. We've kind of accepted that I think trainers and gym leaders are EV trained. Like they just have, some of them have been such hard fights. There's no way that those Pokemon were not EV trained. So I think that's pretty good and something to consider if I should keep Spark over trading for something else. I like this though. This is a nice random Fire Taros. I was kind of hoping that we'd be almost done by now, but we're up on an hour. I am recording very, very late today, so it's 2 in the morning here. It snowed this morning. It was really nice. Nice and cold outside. We didn't get much snow, though. We only got, like, 1.5 to 2 inches, so... Right, should be one more fight, Lantern. And we're going to switch team around. We're going to go look at moves. And then go fight a gym leader. Oh, we so close. Almost one shot. And this should be 31. Yeah, as we see, like we've been leveling up here. We're averaging like 2 to 3 HP per level. Lantern gets so much HP. Flail, this is obviously because we have a bunch of HP. It gives you, you know, really nice capability to use that, but I still think Flail in general is kinda eh. And yes, we have to learn Stomp here for Steenie, otherwise they do not evolve. So we're going to keep Razor Leaf over Magical Leaf. Even though Magical Leaf can't miss, I think the evolution is typically more geared towards physical attack, although I've never really used Serena before. But by teaching it Stomp, it will evolve. I'm pretty sure it's Serena. I could be wrong. I could be a fool here. You could be laughing watching this video as I don't know what things evolve into. Yeah, Serena. There you go. And yeah, Drop Kick is really good. So Drop Kick is a physical attack, grass with stab, and it always lowers the attack of the enemy when you hit them. So that'll be really good when we're up against Pokemon that generally are physically oriented, that we resist. We could use that, and I'm pretty sure it didn't show that there, but I think you gain... Oh no, you're still just grass. I'm trying to remember if... For some reason I thought you gained the fighting. That's probably a different one. But yeah, when you look at it here, even at minus attack, it's 75 attack. So definitely physically oriented. Decent speed. And yeah, chances are you wanted like an adamant one of these, plus attack minus special attack. Or plus speed minus special attack. Both really good. So, but we have everyone that we want at 31. So we're going to head back to town. Like I said, we're going to heal, switch our Pokemon around. We're going to head to the move relearner. And we're going to go, make sure everyone has the right moves and then go on to the gym leader. We'll also set up EVs as well. That won't take long. How terrible would it be as if I was moving something around and I accidentally released a Pokemon? I would be devastated. Look at our boy there, he's so happy. Yeah, we're definitely going to keep leveling up, these few that are not captain level yet, because I just want to keep them all viable. I think it's worth it to... I also forgot to heal. I think it's worth it to just have all your options. I think that's one thing that, even though it's very tedious, but in run and run, like, you just... Leveling up was just time consuming because you just pressed rare candy, however many times until they got up to the level cap. But then that always made your Pokemon, useful, or could be useful if you needed to. So I really liked that because it allowed me to even find uses for Pokemon that maybe weren't that great. I don't want to say weren't that great, but generally aren't that great. Maybe they could be a one-hit wonder for something. So it's nice to have the ability to do that. Oh, so Lantern has the same thing as Kamala, where it has stockpile and all that, so... Yeah, so see, there is the Thunder Wave Electro Ball combination here, which actually is probably its best move. So, as much as I gave the comment to confuse her, I'm probably just going to get rid of it. And we're going to go Thunder Wave, and I will go Electro Ball, because this is something I did not give enough credit to when I played Run and Run the first time. I say first time as if I played it more than once. I have a second playthrough, but it's like a giga casual. I let everyone else pick my Pokemon. That I'm like not even 40% of the way through on it. I don't know if I'm going to continue it, but except if I get really bored. So probably not ever finish a second playthrough of that. And then we're going to take it over Spark. I know the Tentacool has much more special bulk than physical bulk, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, and then we're going to also... who else? So we need to check Gardevoir, you evolved, and good goat. Yeah, so Moonblast, we already, like, you can already get Moonblast. This is a 95 base power, almost 100 base power there. Also Dream Eater. Get all the punches? Jeez. You get so much. Anyway, we're going to take Moonblast because who doesn't like 100 power thing? And we're going to take it over Magical Leap. Even though we're going into a place where Grass is effective, so technically a 90 base power, Moonblast is still just stronger. So, and if I'm going to use a weaker move, I'm going to use Draining Kiss, because Draining Kiss is going to heal me. Let's see, can you get anything new? Doesn't really look like it. It's the normal stuff that he teaches, so yes. Then Good Goat is the other one. I guess we could look at Quagsire too. I don't think Quagsire got anything else. I think we checked it earlier. Oh, you Earthquaker. Yeah, here you go. Yes, we will teach Earthquake, because why wouldn't you teach Earthquake? Yeah, Bulldoze 60 or Earthquake 100. That's 150 with stab, by the way. Just amazing. I guess I should look at the other. I should have looked at the rest of the moves, because see if there's anything else I wanted to teach them. Although Seed Bomb is probably not going to be topped. Oh, not Lantern. This is what I get for clicking too quickly. I mess up. Alright, Good Goat. What else did you have? So we basically saw Earthquake and just immediately clicked it. But you don't have anything else, just whatever the move trainer has. And then we're going to look at Quagsire, because I don't know if I ever looked at Quagsire after he evolved. I thought we did, but yeah, it doesn't look like you get. I mean, Icy Punch is kind of nice. Do you have? I think I'm going to take Icy Punch for you. It's 100 accuracy. It's pretty good coverage. Up against grass, flying, wind. I'd like a better ground move for you, but I don't know if we're going to get one. I know Body Slam is pretty good, but I think we're going to take, we're going to keep Yawn. Yawn is always really good. We're going to get rid of Body Slam for Ice Punch. I like the coverage a little better. Especially if we run up against, Ligar again. Alright, and then we're going to take a quick look here. And I'm pretty sure I need to go back to the other town. Yes, we need to buy a mint for you. I want plus special attack, minus attack. You're fine. I probably should change yours to be minus special attack versus the minus defense. Yours is fine. Neutral is fine for you, but we could do a minus special attack for something else, or minus speed. And Gardevoir, I want minus attack plus either special or speed. So we're going to go buy some mints from the town before here. So we should be very quickly able to run up there and do that. As I get in combat, look, it's a Paldean Wooper, right? Poison ground. I wonder why it says I've caught that, because I technically have not caught that version. I've only caught the water. Please move, Shuppet. The water ground. I know we're taking a while to do all of this, but hopefully you enjoy the walk back through the wandering woods. Yeah, there was a Poliwag over there. An Impidimp. Hello, Natu. You're one of the things I need for the conservatory, whenever we decide to do that. So, mints were you? Yeah, alright, so we wanted plus special attack. This attack, I'll just take 11, I'll take 2 of these. Just going to use them right away, so I don't screw them up. So Gardevoir, and I think the other one was Lantern, right? Yeah. So Gardevoir, yeah, as you can see now, yeah, nearly 100 special attack, huge. Quagsire, I think we're gonna want plus attack minus special. Oh no, because he uses his ground move as special attack. That's the only downside. Maybe minus speed, but then it's kind of like, yeah. I think I want a physical ground move eventually anyway, so we may as well do the minus special now. You were fine. You, I want plus attack. You want adamant. So plus attack minus special attack. Oop, and I didn't even look at Lantern because I'm bad. And yours is I wanted, yeah, plus special attack minus. Okay. So you get modest as well. Go gets adamant. And then Quagsire probably also gets adamant. Buy 2 of these. And I should probably, I'm going to buy a couple extra actually. The more common ones, which are probably going to be modest, adamant, jolly, and probably the other one. Alright. Because those are probably going to be the more common ones, plus speed minus the attack you're not doing. So adamant for Big Goat and Quagsire. And I know this is lowering Quagsire a little bit in terms of his ground move. That is special, but I think that's going to be okay. So now we just need to get back to the island. And then we're going to, we need to set up EVs, and then we're going to go. So an EV should be pretty quick. We were at 255 last time. So with another 64, we should be at, what is that, 319 or something like that? 318, 319, right around there. Also like our Lantern here, following us around. He's floating in the air. It's so nice. Alright, back to town here and take the boat. I also, I haven't checked it, but I probably should check to see if there's an update to this that maybe makes this boat a little quieter, because it is so loud. Everyone is healed, right? Yep, alright, so we just need to set up items and EVs. So let's go ahead and do that real fast. I think we're going to give, because it was literally just too good, Rocky Helmet to Vullaby. Regenerator plus Rocky Helmet just really, really strong. I think we're going to run Berries for most of these other Pokemon. Basically, wasting a turn for most of the enemies is going to be really, really nice. And it may be really bad in terms of some Pokemon where it's like I'd rather have the HP regen, but I think this is going to be alright. Alright, and now we do EVs. So let's set these. And like I said, what, 319, right? Or 318, 319, right around there? Or, yeah, that should be right. So Lantern, like, you can get 20 HP or you can get 22 special attack. But what we're going to do actually is give you speed. With a near perfect speed IV, you are really, really fast. And the rest, just give it defense so you get a little bit more bulk. But the main reason for this, I didn't mean to press the down button, my bad. The main reason for this is Electro Ball, our main offensive stat, is based on our speed versus the opponent's speed. So what that'll do is, if we're really fast and then we Thunder Wave the enemy, then we're going to be able to then do more damage to them. So you actually... I'm going to give you max Spadef because your defense is so high it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but like you probably won't take much damage defensively. But yeah, with the Lantern, the faster speed we go, we Thunder Wave, the slower the enemy is, the higher our Electro Ball damage is. Even though you could say, yes, 17 special attack maybe is better. The 20 speed also lets us get other things better. We get Thunder Wave off easier, we can get other things off easier, maybe force them into making bad moves. Goat. Yeah, I still like you to be fast, and then we'll give you attack for the rest because you're a physical attacker. Vullaby. I honestly don't know how much physical we're going to be up against. It's not like the last gym where we're just immediately immune to everything that comes at us. So we'll give you a bit of speed here as well. But I think we'll keep just the physical bulk. Quagsire. We're just going to give you I guess against poison. The only thing I have to worry about. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just give you... Probably should split this up and not just be all one way. We'll just do this because I'm lazy. And Gardevoir. Just gonna give you special attack. And being an 82 speed, hopefully you just outspeed as many things as possible, and then you just one-shot as many things as possible. Alright, and so we're all set with EVs, and we're going to have Gardevoir lead, because I think that's just the best lead. Huge, basically explosive power out the gate. We don't know what we're up against outside of the Tentacruel, which comes in at the end, which our Gardevoir honestly has a decent matchup against. We do take a decent bit of damage from them, but if they're all special moves, we have a decent special bulk, and I'm kind of okay with that. But otherwise, otherwise the goal is if we're in a bad position where they can use poison, which they would be up against Gardevoir, Lairon can come in, immune to poison, and then it forces them to say, hey, what do we want to use? Oh, I want to use water. Then I can bring Quagsire in, or Goat in. Goat's neutral, since it gained the ground typing. Quagsire just absorbs it though. And then we can kind of pivot around as best we see to then do damage and take care of things. And we can leverage Quagsire's HP quite a bit when we're switching around, because we can always go back to Lairon, bait a water move probably, and then go to Quagsire and we just get healed back up. So we're going to give it a try, see what we get. Oppa, oppa! Well, I'm hoping you send out a slow Pokemon that we just kill. You have 6 Pokemon. Okay. That's not what I was expecting. Well, we're going to intimidate them at least, so that's really nice. And we're already at a level disadvantage, so we literally are just completely... Alright, so you do technically have Bite. I'm going to rotate weirdly around here. I feel like you're going to use a dark move, so we're going to go to Vullaby just to see what you're going to use, even though you're -1. Oh. Okay. That's a good way to lead, I guess. You are now water dark. I'm pretty certain I'm going to be slower because Gyarados just has an absurd amount of stats. I could slow U-turn, but we took 33 damage. We're in crit range of just dying. So now we're just going to manually switch to Lantern here. Did a bit of chip damage. I think Lantern should be able to go decently against you. Yeah. Well, does Lumberry clear that? Yes, it does. Thank you. I'm about to say, please don't freeze me. I'm going to be really sad. And then we are going to... So we know it has the Gyarados site. So we're going to Thunder Wave. We're faster. That's really nice. So he's now paralyzed. That's neutral damage. And we're going to Electro Ball. Used a full heal? Oh, I didn't know they had full heals. Okay. We'll see how much damage this does. Yes. Well, that was a crit. Okay, so we're going to Thunder Wave again. Hopefully we get full para here. But if not, we know what happens. We didn't. Alright, we should kill here. Yeah, so now that he's much slower, this Electro Ball should just kill. Yep. Alright, now the problem is our Lantern is a bit out of commission here. 40 HP is not going to be much to go up against anything else. We're going to see what they bring out. 33. You are normal poison. I think you're going to... Alright, so I should be pretty safe to go Lairon here. Lairon resists normal very easily. And then we're immune to poison, so... and then Stomping Tantrum should... I don't know what this move does, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what Flower Trick does. I wish I could help you with that. But yeah, I don't actually know what that does. That's actually kind of wild. So we're not going to two-shot here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Rock Tomb to try to slow him down. I'm going to have to look this up. What does Flower Trick do? And it's crit again? Like, okay. What? Is this a guaranteed crit or something? Okay, well, we're running into a lot of problems now. I also don't think I'm going to be faster, even with Rock Tomb. Yeah, okay, well, Gardevoir, you can come back in. You're not going to use a poison move. I'm still very confused. I have no idea what Flower Trick does, by the way. Like, is it just a guaranteed crit move? Because that's kind of rude. Oh, I should have Psychicked. It's my fault. Yeah, we're just going to die here. That's really bad on my part. I expected that Draining Kiss to kill, even that low. Okay, well, we're in for a fight now. But I'm also very confused. I don't know what Flower Trick does. Like, what does that do? Of course, you have Hyper Potion now. Because I screwed up. I should have switched to Good Goat then. I'm slower, okay. And slow U-turn can be okay, because now we're going to switch out without damage being done to the Pokemon we switch to. So this is now a good time to go to Good Goat. And I'm pretty sure Earthquake should kill. I'm really disappointed in that Draining Kiss didn't kill. I'm also very confused as to what Flower Trick is. Like, I have no idea what that is. The fact that it crit every single time makes me feel like it's an always crit move for some reason. And I wasn't resisting it as Lairon, which means it's not normal, so it would have to be something else. I'm gonna have to look it up because I have no idea. Shedinja. Bug Ghost. Right, you only get hit by super effective moves. You just press Leech Seed. Okay, thanks for the 1 HP. I could see if you came against that and it's like you don't have a counter that should injure, that would be a problem. Here's Haunter. I guess you're going to confuse me. I'm going to go for the, not the risky play, but I'm going to go for the guaranteed play. Alright, Shadow Ball. I kind of expected Confuse Ray here, which is why I went, he's Levitate. Of course he is. Okay, well, that's annoying. I don't have an answer to that. Guess I have Vullaby, but I don't. I might be still. I might not be in a good spot here. I don't know why I thought. Yeah, we still take so much damage. Yeah, now you have a Confuse Ray. Why didn't you Confuse Ray my other dude? Great, we're gonna hit ourselves, aren't we? We didn't. Okay. Hit through confusion. I believe in you. Or just get crit. Awesome. I don't think I have anyone faster than this dude. Lantern, maybe? No, I think we just lose here. My mistake on the Grapharig, like, that just did it in. Yeah, I think everybody just dies here. Yep. Terrible, terrible play by me. Maybe Quagsire can do it. I don't think he's going to live against that much. Also, considering this was... I was told this is the status effect gem, and they basically, outside of the one status effect, this Haunter has Confuse Ray, by the way. As soon as I switched to a Pokemon that didn't have a Lumberry, immediately used Confuse Ray, but otherwise didn't use it at all. So I'm curious, like, it feels like that would mean they know what items you have, which can be a little annoying. I guess actually we still have a shot. Well, I should have played the my outs. I don't know if you're going to kill. You might kill with that. Okay. So this could be random move. Be a poison move. It's not a poison move. Our Lairon might be dead here. 1 HP, okay. Alright, stay asleep one more time. Well, we went first anyway, actually. So he's just dead. Alright, so and we know the last one is Tentacruel, which neutral with water, and I think poison. I think we're like neutral versus neutral, but I could Leech Seed, but then I run into the problem of, I guess if he then tries to do a water attack, I'm going to Leech Seed, see if... Okay, you're going to Acid Spray. Now here's the read I have to play. If I think he's going to Acid Spray again, I go to Lairon. If I think he's going to use a water move, I would want to go to Quagsire. And honestly, the best bet, no matter what I do, is basically just go to Lairon, because Lairon either dies and I just immediately switch back to the goat. Or we okay. Now I believe it's if he has a water move, he basically has to use it here. Or we're going to find out he doesn't have a water move, and it's just poison. Thank you. Okay. I think we're in position now. I don't think this Tentacruel can do anything else to us. us getting Leech Seed off basically made him unable to do anything. Because I don't think gym leaders use random AI. Yeah, so he's just going to switch back and forth now between poison and water. And we can just keep... Well, she is, I'm sorry. And then we're just going to keep switching until this Tentacruel is dead. I played really, really poorly on the Grafter Egg. I cannot believe my Gardevoir died there. I fully expected that Draining Kiss to kill, with how little HP it had. But, yeah. Wild. I didn't think I was going to win this after I lost my Gardevoir and ran into trouble, but yeah, we made it happen. Okay, I cannot complain about that. Super happy with this. And this is why we brought Quagsire and Leyron. We're like, look, this is we know this is the possibility of just basically being invulnerable to the Tentacruel's moves. I'm super happy with the fact that I pulled this out. And it would have been one turn sooner if I had recognized and then just switched correctly, where I had Quagsire use Yawn right away up against that Regalgay. Yep, made your Water Pulse useless. Ah. I can't believe we won this. What a wild fight. You're entertained. I played miserably. Also, and now it makes me also feel that enemy gym leaders and trainers know what item you're holding. Because I don't have Dive. Do I? I don't think I do. Sweet. But it feels like oh, he's so happy. It feels that the trainers and gym leader know what item you have equipped. I had 5 Lumberries equipped. And they didn't use Confuse Ray once. But as soon as I switched into Vullaby, who had Rocky Helmet, immediately first move was Confuse Ray. Calliope. I guess we're going to Marmaro Mines. Gee, I wonder who they are. Couldn't possibly be 2 bickering children that get owned by the parent when he flies in from the sky. Yeah, well, sounds a lot like a different 8th gym leader I know from the Kanto region. Good thing we didn't have to fight either, because we hit 3 Pokemon that were just had no HP. Alright, so it looks like we have... we're going to go heal, obviously. But it looks like we have quite a few options now after the 5th gym. Looks like we can go north to Penpetal City. We can go southeast towards the 6th gym at some island, I don't remember what they said. Or we can go back to Mamaro and deal with some Team Chimera action. And I most likely am going to head back to Mamaro and deal with some Team Chimera action. And the reason for that is that in the documentation I have is that apparently you can do some stuff at the mines eventually to get evolution stones. So that's how I'm going to get my stone for my Helioptile, to be able to evolve them, versus trying to find whatever Pokemon comes with the shard I need to trade back in Soko City to get the evolution item. I think it's just going to be easier to do the mines, and hopefully that has a better yield for stuff. So we're going to do that. I'm going to step outside here. I like this music better. But yeah, today really fun. I know we took a bit of time to level up Pokemon before doing a gym leader. I was happy with our team. I was not happy with my play. I think I played that really poorly. It would have been much easier if we just psychicked and killed that Giraffare and then moved on to something else. Then we would have more options. But then I got my Vullaby killed, and then I got... who else I got killed? Somebody else on my team, and I made a mistake, and then they died too. Who was it? It was Lantern, right? So yeah, against the Haunter, because that Haunter was a demon. But yeah, we prevailed anyway. We played to our outs. I was slow. I was very quick to just kind of throw in the towel, and then I was like, wait a minute. I can yawn. I have ways to heal, and we're 3v2. We could make it work. And then we found a way where their Tentacruel just could do no damage. So really, really happy with how the battle ended once I got my head back on straight and made it happen. So I think next time we're going to go back to Mamaro Island and work on some Team Chimera. Hopefully get a couple more evolutions with our Pokemon as they level up. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.